Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Kimmy.
What's going on?
I don't know. We took a little while to get this show together today, and in the interim, I got so high, and I feel like you did too. And now here we are.
I got so high before this. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I'm trying to stay professional.
Me
but we
too.
might have another Embrace the Lace episode.
You walked away for a second, and it was just me and the camera, and I was making faces at myself for a minute, and then I was like, "Wait, Bobby and Frank are looking," and it's just a whole thing. Like I'm there. I'm all the way there. I'm on that level, you know?
Me too. Well, we had so much time to talk, and we were just downing weed together.
Yeah.
On Zoom before this. So it's not our fault. It's not our fault. We had nothing else to do.
We had like 20 minutes to talk to each other, but didn't want to waste any good content. So we just looked at each other, smoking weed for 20 minutes. You guys,
before we do this podcast, Alex will try to like tell me anything. And I'll be like, shh. No. Because the way we need to do it on the show. We save all of our friendship for this show.
I'm
also
so excited.
Fuck the one dude that keeps leaving a comment that's saying our friendship's failing. Do you see that?
I don't. I saw somebody saying that the show is going to dissolve in 6 months. And I was like, I was tempted to delete the comment, but I was like, you know what? I want him to stay here. I want this to be the wall on his wall of shame forever.
Right. Exactly.
I'll bet it's the same person though.
There's this guy, I don't know who it is, but there's someone that keeps commenting on all of our podcasts and is like, yeah, this relationship with them's not going to work out. They'll be done soon. It's like, you're so rude.
So rude. Projecting much. I mean, Jesus,
right.
Did I have a rough couple weeks when Kim moved to LA? Sure. There's nothing we can't get through, baby.
Exactly. We're still simping a chimp forever.
Yo, we are strong. What do you want? Sorry you don't have any friends.
Sorry you don't have true friends that you can have tension with.
Yeah, damn it.
If you don't have tension with your friends, they're not real friends. You have to have a little tension.
If you don't yell at your friend for opening a package
that belongs to them.
Are you
that was addressed directly to them?
Are you even friends?
I bring it back up. We fight again.
Okay, I've been holding this in. I really don't even want to tell it, but I think it's so funny. I want to get back because there was another comment that I definitely want to discuss, another YouTube comment that got to me last week. But before that, I want to make a speedy little confession right now, which is that for reasons that I would not like to discuss, I had my vibrator plugged in the center console of my car last night. And at one point on the drive home, Bobby opened the center console to see if my bowl was in there. And
Bobby, can I see your camera? Can we play your camera? You slammed it.
I didn't notice it. This is the first time I'm realizing that's why you did that.
Did you notice that I got anxious?
Yes, I did notice that. So I was like, why did she just push that so hard? I wasn't trying to snoop.
What were you trying to get in there for? Oh, to look for the bowl.
Yeah, it wasn't in there. It was purposefully not in there because nothing we needed was going to go in there while the vibrator was in there.
That's weird.
Why, Alex?
You literally got like a pissy attitude. You're like, I think it's in there. I'm like, whoa, I didn't mean to like fucking jeez, Alex. But now I understand. Bobby. Now I understand. So it makes a lot more sense.
Alex.
I didn't snap at you, Bobby. I'm sorry. Yes, Kim.
Why do you have a vibrator in your center console?
Sometimes it travels. It's travel sized.
Okay. Do you bring it to work?
No.
How would you guys feel if you found out Alex was vibrating during her lunch break?
Vibrating at work.
It would weird me out a little bit.
You're not allowed to vibrate at the studio, Kim. I wasn't vibrating at work.
Yeah, I know what you meant when you said it travels with you, but it's funnier to think that you bring it to work and like you're saying it like you bring it to work every day. Like it's a lunchbox.
No, realistically, I've been seeing somebody and we switch between my house and his house sometimes. And we thought it'd be fun to use it at one point, and then we forgot to use it at my house, so we carried it along. But then, fun fact, forgot to take it out of the car at his house too. So it's actually just been charging in my car, never actually left the car.
You're just charging your vibe. Just charging your vibe.
It's honestly so strong now, I could probably use it for a month.
That's an apocalypse vibrator now.
It's just been charging every time I drive.
That's when you would say
days.
when the world ends. You're like, I got a good 4 months out of this. Then I got to start fucking the dummies at the store at Forever 21.
Is that where you'd go first?
The dummies at Forever 21.
Baby.
I'd go and figure something out. I'd find something to fuck around here.
Anyway, that was my speedy confession.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's
so I'm
really
sorry,
funny.
Bobby. Awkward. I didn't mean to snap at you.
Accepted.
Thank you.
Bobby, that's so funny. I wish you would have reached in and accidentally grabbed it. That's the only better way that would have ended.
No,
I think that would have been my last ride home from Alex.
The vibrator's no longer in the car, and I'm not planning to travel with it again soon because I realize that it's just an extraneous thing that you don't really need. It's just like a thought for fun, but then you're like in the moment, like who's going to walk to the car and get the vibrator if you've forgotten it, you know?
The Alex Hood of the traveling vibrator. That's your first book.
My first book.
Like, this vibrator fits me. It fits Kim. It fits my one friend from my childhood. It fits all of us. That's really such a funny way to remake that, is with 3 girls and a vibrator, and it somehow fits. The size is perfect for everyone. They have to share it.
Perfect vibrator for the 3 of them, but they don't make it anymore. It's vintage or something. Like you can't get your hands on another one.
Gonna throw up. That's the funniest idea ever, almost to the point where we should write it up and make it.
It's from the 60s. It's like a special.
Oh my God, it's in black and white. Now we're like, well, I'd like to borrow that one, sister, if I could.
I want it to have like a psychedelic pattern on it.
If you'd let me. Yeah.
It's embroidered just like the pants were.
Oh my God. It's so funny. The sisterhood of the traveling vibe.
Yeah, that's great. Damn it. Right. I want to talk about this YouTube comment that scared the shit out of me for half the week last week.
Okay.
Hold on, I have it here in our conversation together. But last week, I think it was like Tuesday or Thursday night, Kim texts me and she's like, hey, we got this really fucking weird message.
Oh, yeah.
Via Instagram.
Yeah.
In our comments, and I read it at the studio, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal for me, but by the time I got home in the middle of the night, all alone with my parents sleeping in the dark, it fucking started freaking the shit out of me. Okay. This person was like, your Uncle Jack haunts me at night. He said he was caught shooting up by his sister, and he missed the vein, which caused an air bubble, and that's why he's still around. He wants revenge. He also says it was the bathroom off the kitchen. Not my words. It's an Italian, 6 foot tall, brown hair, skinny guy. His eyes are brown. He definitely does not want Kim back to your house. He knows it makes him happy to see you upset. Question, Alex, is your mom the one that caught him? You don't have to tell me, but ask your mom. Whomever called him Jacko or Jackie Boy is seeing him as well. That's all I have. Oh, stay out of his room, which he stayed in. The guest room near the cold hallway. Please make it stop.
That's the scariest message to ever be a message sent to us ever.
Now, this person had the audacity to comment that on one of our YouTube videos. And then
what a fucking asshole that person is.
I responded being like, hey, can you inbox at Broad Topics on Instagram to tell us more, or email us at broadtopicspod@gmail.com. The audacity of this person to never say anything more but this public YouTube comment. Isn't that fucking wild?
So rude. He just left you with that.
Left me with that.
So rude.
So I get home. I'm all freaked out, but also it's like not landing as hard as I feel like it should because so for a little bit of context, a couple weeks ago, Kim stayed at my house, like maybe 2 months ago. And
Did you say a couple weeks ago?
It was about 2 months, right?
Yeah, you said a couple weeks. You're in a fantasy land, sister. Maybe in your dreams, baby.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. It just feels like you're close to me. I can still feel some of your energy here. So yeah, Kim stayed at my house and saw what she described as like a tall, lanky dude through the mirror for like a split second, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's probably my Uncle Jack. He's here. And I don't know. I never got like a bad vibe from it. You said you didn't get a bad vibe from it, but this person was like all up in my shit.
Throwing bad vibes our way.
Throwing some really bad vibes my way. So I asked my mom some of the details. And first of all, like we started talking about it over the course of the weekend. And I was like, oh, like my uncle did have a sister, but it wasn't my mom. This is my dad's brother. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, well, my uncle's sister kind of looks like you. So if that were true, if the whole story were true, then maybe he wouldn't want you in the house if he were like angry about the person who walked in on him and it was her.
Right.
But anyways, long story short, I don't believe any of this. I believe that this is a massive troll, and I believe that I really just need an answer for why somebody would try to scare the shit out of me like this.
Well, did you ask? Because you asked your mom the details?
Yeah, I asked my mom the details. First of all, it didn't happen in this house. It happened in a different place in Brooklyn. It didn't happen in a bathroom. It happened in an office. Nobody walked in on him. Wasn't an air bubble. Was an overdose. All the details are wrong.
That guy's just a really good troll.
Really good troll, right?
I love it. I love it. That's really good. I like that.
You like it? I don't like it.
I like the troll. It's good.
Oh my God. I'm glad you just love it, Kim.
No, I do. I'm glad you just laughed. She's so pissed. I do. Because imagine how big of a fan you have to be to know that much, remember that much detail about everything we've put together. Whoever wrote that. What?
You know, the line that really got me, don't go in his bedroom, the guest room off the cold hallway. Now, like,
yeah, but we've said that. I've said that hallway's cold. We've said that the guest bedroom's right there.
But have I said that his bedroom is what
Probably
is now the guest bedroom? Like, I
think so.
Imagine what else they could troll us on.
Totally. I mean, there's things I've said on podcasts years ago that I don't even remember telling. Stories that I'm like, I've convinced. There are things that I've said 5 years ago that within those 5 years, I've decided that like, that's not something I should be saying out loud. And then people will quote me on it. I'm like, I've told that story. And they're like, yeah, you said it on this podcast years ago. You could get me on anything.
It's so crazy. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy on Instagram, also his name is just me. Like M-E.
So annoying. I love him. He's so annoying.
Oh, you really got me, sir.
Classic troll. He scared your ass.
Or he's a schizophrenic who thinks he's seeing my uncle because he listens to the podcast too often.
He's just a sick fan of ours.
Dude, my uncle is not haunting you. You need to relax. It's okay.
Yeah, you're good. You can sleep now, me.
My uncle is here listening to music with me while I'm high.
He's listening to music with me?
With me. Not me. Not me.
Is it me or me or me?
It's me. Anyways. So anyway, shout out to Uncle Jack.
Me is schizophrenic.
Yeah, no, me is schizophrenic for sure. Fuck you, me.
Yeah, dude, screw you, me.
Damn it.
Meet me.
Yeah, best troll of 2020 somehow award goes to me.
You know what? That person, if it's a girl, for sure, best pussy goes to me.
honestly, regardless of who this person is, I just kind of want to fuck me at this point. Me's negged me to the point of wanting to fuck me.
Me negged me good.
Me negged me real good.
Me
God
so
damn
horny.
So horny. Control. I'm so angry. Like the way that I came home, I wanted cereal that night, and I like fucking ran down the stairs to get cereal like a little fucking psychopath.
I'm sorry.
So mean.
Me so sorry. It's so
God damn it.
it has so much to do with the me thing. I'm sorry. It's
okay.
the Me Too movement. Okay, I'm done.
Another one. I see her fucking eyes.
No, I'm done.
Another one.
No, I'll leave it at Me Too movement.
God damn it. I feel like there was something else I wanted to tell you about, but I've already forgotten. I don't know. A girl. First of all, I went in a hot tub in the winter for the first time in my entire life over the weekend, and like, man, that's the season a hot tub is made for.
Yeah, it's true.
It was so nice. It was so
Did you go
cold
in a
out.
hot tub that was outside?
Yeah,
That's the best.
and I was tripping. It was really nice.
That's the best. Were
There was
you with a guy?
Yeah, I was. And there was a fire right beside the hot tub so that when you get out, you just go right by the fire. It was so fucking nice.
That's so great. I bet that's really good for your body too.
It felt amazing. It felt so good. I had a couple sips of champagne, which I haven't drank since we went to dinner with smoked honey in 2019.
I always hear about that 2019 drink you had.
That was my 2019 drink. And this hot tub champagne was my 2020 drink. And it was...
Well, did you get a little butt tipsy?
Kim, the way that I was like peaking on my trip, and everybody, they popped champagne, and I was like, you know what? I'll have a little. I'm going to live a little bit tonight.
You're going to live a little. You're peaking on acid, and you're talking about taking a sip of champagne to live a little.
When I tell you, I had them pour me like what was maybe 2 shots of champagne. And I was so excited. I'm like sitting in the corner of the hot tub. I'm all cozy. I got the jets on. It's fantastic. And I start to sip my champagne, and I little tiny bit by little bit. And I get to about halfway down from what I was poured, which was like, I get like 1 shot's worth in. And I look up, and everybody is watching me sip the champagne and make the face that I'm making that I don't even realize I'm making because I hate alcohol so much. I got lost in the champagne for about 5 minutes. And when I looked up, everybody was laughing at the way that I was like just staring into it and sipping it.
Did they know you were tripping?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then I looked up and I was like, how long have I been drinking this champagne for? My insides are warm. My throat is warm. My mouth is so warm. And I handed the 2nd shot's worth back. I was like, I shouldn't finish it. I'm drunk.
Oh, no. That's so funny.
It was great, though. And
I hate those times when you don't know how long you've been in something when you're tripping and you're like, oh, how long was I staring at that piece of wall?
I was tripping and I got lost in the bubbles. It was like between the hot tub bubbles and the champagne bubbles, I was just bubbling. It was really nice. It was a good night.
Crazy.
And then this girl started telling me this story about how she went on a class trip.
Hold on, I lost you. What'd you say?
I said then, like in this hot tub experience, this girl, everybody else was drinking. I was the only person tripping, by the way. Okay. This girl was really drunk and telling me this story about how she was on a class trip to a Broadway show once, and she and her, like the boyfriend who was in her class, gave each other a hand job. Like she gave him a hand job and he fingered her at the Broadway show while everybody in the class was pretty much aware of it. And I it took me the whole night to process this story. I was thinking about how funny it would be to just fuck at Hamilton. Like,
Oh my God. To fuck at Hamilton. I
my
want to
brain
give
just went on this.
I want to give a blowjob at the Book of Mormon.
Just imagining. I spent the entire night just imagining different sexual acts you could do at a Broadway show.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna
my
69
God.
at the New York City Ballet.
I'm gonna bone at the ballet. I don't know any more
Anybody
shows.
would notice if I just sat on your lap at Hamilton, do you? Like,
Oh my God. I remember Lewis took me to, he tried to take me to like a fun Broadway show. He tried to take me to, what was it? Was it Mean Girls?
no, it wasn't. And when you say it, I'll remember what it was.
It was
toward
so,
the end, and you hate it.
it was towards the end of the relationship, right? It was the worst thing he could have done in the moment to try and have a fun date night to repair.
It might have sealed the deal on ending things, how much you hated this show. And we never even talked about it. I asked you how the show was, and the look you gave me, I was like, I should probably not ask for a few months.
What was it? It wasn't Mean Girls.
What is currently on Broadway, or like what was on Broadway like a year and a half ago, I guess?
I almost want to call Lewis and ask him.
I need to know. She hated it, you guys.
I fucking hated it.
It was like Lewis was trying to shake her off by taking her to this show.
Truly. I was like, do you want this to break up to move faster? Is that what was the point of bringing me here? It was something like, God damn. I don't know. No,
it
not
was
Wicked.
One word. No, it wasn't Wicked.
It was like a show, like it was like a movie like Mean Girls or something like that. Like it was in the vein of Mean Girls.
Shit. Okay. Anyway, did you do something sexual in the audience? Where's the story going?
No, it was the whole thing. I just remembered how bad the show was. It ended my entire sexual relationship. So I did something very unsexual in the audience. But it was just like they had changed it into like the like Me Too movement. Like it was like it was all like cancel men and like change pronouns. Like they had taken something funny like Mean Girls and changed every detail, and it just reminded me, it's just the worst date night to make someone horny for me. I was like, so like,
why the fact that Lewis took you to this Me Too show, I can't believe it.
It was so like way more left than I ever go.
This is so out of character for both of you. It's great to be at any. I don't know. I guess Lewis loves musicals and everything, but like, it just sounds wrong. It sounds so wrong.
Totally.
Damn. Yeah. But even just in the context, like I spat on his dick at To Kill a Mockingbird.
No, none of those, Frances.
Wasn't Hairspray Cabaret Rent?
No, it was not like anything. It wasn't anything that's like a regular show. It was like a pop-up. It was like an off-Broadway show. Yeah. It was like a thing that was like a
famous Broadway show.
Not even.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was also, I remember it being one of my favorite movies. I can't believe I don't remember what it was. But it's a movie I really loved. And it kind of ruined the movie for me, too. Just ruined everything. You know what I mean? Even the drink that was the last night I had a ginger beer and Jameson.
That was the last. See, you remember your last drink every now and again. It just hits you.
The last drink.
Frank, out of this list that you gave us, Tootsie, Hairspray, Cabaret, Rent, Wicked, you could only fuck after Cabaret. You can't fuck after Little Shop of Horrors either. It's just not sexy. You can maybe fuck after Chicago.
You can fuck after Rent if you already have it.
You can maybe fuck after Rent. Or if you're celebrating that you don't have it. Like, Yeah. Anyways, that was my weekend. I had a good time.
That's so fun.
Harrington won his fight, and then I texted him.
Harrington looked good.
Yeah, I texted him on Saturday night, and I was thrilled to find out that we were both super high. It's just kind of a nice friendship thing when you're like, wow, look.
We're both high.
We're all high.
He did so good.
Yeah, it was great. I couldn't watch much of the production besides that, but Harrington did great.
Why couldn't you? Because it was bad?
It was on a raft, man.
Oh.
They kept cutting to this child on a kayak, and I was like, stop showing me the kid kayaking on the side. I want to see the fights. Like,
right. It was like the cameraman, the person in charge of the camera's got a little too much ego. Cut back to the kid. That's a beautiful shot. It's like, come on, dude. Just fucking film the fight. This is not, you're not Steven Spielberg. Like, let's get it. Let's, like, what's happening here?
Frame the raft and leave it there.
Frame it and hit record and walk away. We'll check on it every 30 seconds. You don't even have to be there. Just go.
Yeah. That's how I felt about the fights.
Well, Harrington won. Lewis won too?
No.
Did Lewis fight? I have no idea what's going on.
Lewis didn't win, did he? I didn't watch Lewis's fights. I got to be honest. I watched Harrington's.
Lewis fought in novelty fights. He didn't fight his main fight with Jason Ellis.
Lewis did a blindfolded cowbell match where they could only hear each other's cowbells and throw blind punches.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I'm sure it's available to watch. So Lewis also fell in the water. He got knocked off the raft and fell into the water with a blindfold and gloves on.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You should maybe watch it later.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll jerk off to it later. I was blindfolded with a cowbell on.
Falling into a lake. It's one time. Sad. Never going to happen again, honestly.
Oh, it's so funny. With a cowbell on, falling into a lake, an old lake.
On High Society Radio, we looked up what kind of wildlife was in that lake, and it has something called the Gila monster. It's just so funny.
It wasn't in there, but it fell out of Lewis's dick when he jumped in the lake.
Now there's a Gila monster in the lake. It's growing.
Oh, shit. That is so funny.
All right, you guys, let's take a quick second to talk about our sponsor, Omigo. They are an amazing bidet brand, and they're changing the way that everybody poops. We love Omigo, and that's why we want to send you to myomigo.com/topics. Omigo makes incredible modern bidets delivered straight to your front door, and with Omigo, you could turn any toilet into a bidet. It's incredibly easy to install. No need to call a plumber. This is a DIY job. Think about it. You're pooping at home every single day. So why not treat your butthole with a little bit of respect? It's going to change your life, and you'll never go back to using toilet paper. They have a bidet for every toilet, every butt, and every budget.
Go to myomigo.com/topics and take 15% off today. That's myomigo.com/TOPIX and take 15% off. Get a bidet today.
Let's get back to the show. Yes, Frank. Continue to use Penelope to replace that name. We've got a new bit for you guys. It's not even a bit. It's very real. It's almost too real for me.
What?
I guess we were going to call it the Diary of Alex Frank.
Yes. You threw me off with the Penelope. You out of no context just said, yes, Frank, Penelope. And you kind of made this weird motion with your head and a moaning sound. You're like, we got a new bit coming up for you. And I go, I'm not following along.
I didn't realize Frank messaged me privately. We've been calling one of my friends Penelope, and we're going to continue to call that same person Penelope when she comes up in my diary.
Oh, I see what's going on. Yes, everybody, welcome to our brand new segment on Broad Topics. It's called The Diary of Alex Frank. And what we've done here is we've handed Francis our Alex's diary from what grades?
Well, it's from about 2007 all the way through 2010. So I go from 14 to 17 in this diary, and they are formative years. I'm not going to lie.
Those are the most embarrassing years to be writing in a diary. At 17, you have too many pubes to have a diary.
Now, to pull the curtain aside a little bit, we had a meeting about 2 weeks ago in which we planned this bit. I was excited. I was down for it. I was so ready. Mm-hmm. And it was the night that I tripped a couple nights ago after already having handed Frank both of my diaries. One of them is filled cover to cover, and then the other one's about halfway through. Mm-hmm. I had this moment of dread in my heart where I was like, should I have given this much away? But it's locked in, so here we go.
Oh my God. Okay. Are you nervous?
A little bit, because it's like I trust Frank. I trust the guy. But yeah, I mean, I remember.
What do you mean you trust him? He better give us the good shit. Frank, no matter how much she trusts you, we need the good shit.
I remember unloading to this diary as a kid. And even today coming into the recording, Frank was like, I don't know if I should read this whole entry. It's 5 pages long. It awakened the memory in my brain that I used to write for 5 pages.
That's crazy. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I would be nervous as fuck if I were you. This is a very brave thing you're doing for our podcast, but I think now it's time to let's get it started. Into the attic we go.
Time to let's get it started.
There he is, and that live from the attic.
Live from the annex. It's Frank.
Gas chamber digitals.
Oh.
Shall I start?
Yes.
Do you have the date?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the first diary, I believe, from when Alex was 14 or so. The date is May 3rd, 2007.
Alex, how old were you here?
May 3rd, 2007. I was 14.
Okay, perfect.
Freshly 14, 8th grade.
Hot.
Let's start with yesterday. I had a pretty normal morning, but everything started to suck in the afternoon. A couple days ago, Penelope told me that she likes me more than I like her, which is so totally untrue. And she said that the only thing that I can do to prove to her that I like her more could be to kiss Kieran. She didn't think that I would actually do it. I did it yesterday.
Stop. Hold on. Is Kieran a girl?
This is the girl you mentioned right before the recording. And
what?
I said,
wait, is Kieran a girl?
No, Kieran is a guy.
Kieran,
but
okay.
Penelope is the girl that you mentioned right before the recording. And what did I say to you?
That she's a narcissist.
Yeah, that she was probably a person who laid the groundwork for me, being in a relationship with a narcissist for 10 years. That
right.
A very manipulative. I said that before the show. I can't believe this is reality. Go on, validate me, Frank.
She didn't think that I would actually do it. I did it yesterday afternoon when we were at recess. It was honestly one of the very most disgustingly, repulsively horrid things that I have ever done in my life.
Well, you should see yourself now.
I hate him. Last night, things looked up. It was Evan's confirmation party at Mateo's. It was a lot of fun. I sat between Nicholas and Evan, but honestly, I wish that I sat next to Sean. I like him a lot.
Oh, okay, Sean. Okay, let's pause here. So I've done a 180 on this story. I was made to kiss Kieran to prove my friendship to another girl. Okay,
it's crazy. Okay,
I'm assuming this happened at recess. Did you say recess, or am I just?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you kissed him was recess, but now you're describing a confirmation party.
I'll tell you right now, I absolutely cut that memory from my brain. I'll bet it was like you two really don't want to kiss each other and mwah situation. Mm-hmm. Literally could never have told you that happened in my life. But now I've done a full 180 to going to my cousin's confirmation and sitting between two of my cousins while dreaming about the family friend who was a few years older than me. This is like my aunt's friend's son, who I crushed on from age 9 to currently. Go on.
Okay, wait. Okay, let's hear it.
I like him a lot. I hope that he likes me too, but I doubt it because he is 16 and I'm only 14. Either way, his mother seems to love me.
Not only that, he could never have liked me because I never spoke to him. I only spoke to his mother. I was too afraid to ever talk to him. I never spoke a word to him. Go on.
She forces us to spend time together, but it almost never works. I don't mind it at all. He isn't really that good looking, but I like him anyway. He is really smart. But he
That's a lie. He was hot. Why would I lie about that? I thought he was hot then, and I still do now. Okay, go on.
You lied to your diary. That's hilarious.
To my diary, I swear to there was not a moment that I didn't think he was good looking.
Maybe it's just because he is so shy. Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead. But he acts really weirdly around me. He always gets up and walks away. Maybe it's just because he is so shy. I don't really even know what I like so much about him. All that I know is that next time I see him, which I hope will be soon, I'm going to definitely talk to him a lot.
Nope. Didn't happen.
Maybe he'll ask me out. His mom would really love that. LOL. Anyway, today at school, everyone forgot about the whole Kieran thing. He is definitely my least favorite person in the world.
Mm-hmm. He was.
His father isn't far behind at all.
Jesus, what did his dad do to you?
I don't know his dad. I don't think I ever met him.
Yesterday, I let Kieran borrow my Metro card, and Penelope told me that his father told him to mess with it. His father is just an immature, stupid Irish drunk who will never, ever amount to anything. Kieran will follow in his footsteps. Not that I am racist against Irish people or anything. They are good people.
They are good people.
I'm dating an Irish person right now. Oh, it's so funny.
But I say this because his father has bright orange hair and blue eyes, hence Irish, and he is an idiot who owns a bar in Manhattan, hence drunk. I guess I shouldn't talk about people like that, but that family never seems to have any problem talking about me. He doesn't really bother me that much, though. Just knowing that his life will always be stupid and meaningless is enough to get me through each day.
Oh my God, Alex. You're a fucking savage. Keep going. Is that the end of it?
No. His mom.
You're a monster, Alex. That's enough to get you through each day. That his life is going to be worthless and meaningless forever was enough to wake young Alex up and get her through each school day.
Go on.
His mom must be so upset to know that she has raised the child whose New Year's resolution is to try pot. Drugs are so stupid. If while reading this diary years from now, you have the knowledge that you have ever smoked or got into drugs, I want you to slap yourself.
Pick up your bag, Alex. The bag
People
of drugs.
who do those kinds of things are so stupid.
Frank, take this time, go down. You're going to need to censor this.
Shut up, Alex. Shut up.
I'm sitting next to this right now.
Okay, keep going. She has a tapestry in the background during this. Is great. Let's go.
I just want to throw in that Alex told me in person yesterday that there's going to be nothing in this diary that Alex today would ever disagree with.
No. I didn't say that.
Wait, let him keep going. Let him
Frank
keep
said
going.
that the diary was going to make me feel like I was a bad person, which I said I highly doubt. And I still don't feel like a bad person. I
definitely wouldn't have said that.
Okay, keep going.
Anyway, I never thought that I would say this, but I really need a boyfriend. Not that I need one, but it's just that I want one. It would just get my mind off of the whole thing with Laura, which I'm really worried about. I don't know if I was supposed to change that name.
Just don't read anything about that because that's like family business.
Okay. I need some kind of distraction because the whole thing is totally nervous making, which is so not good.
Okay, let's pause here. Frank brought this up to me yesterday. Apparently, there's a multitude of times in this diary where I take like an adjective and turn it into a verb, like nervous making.
Oh my God.
It drives him really crazy.
There's a lot of it.
Nervous making.
Yeah, I think that a boyfriend would be perfect right now. That's what I need. The only problem is that all of the Sacred Heart boys are jerks. I wish that Sean would stop being so shy and just ask me out. That would be great.
He never liked me. We never spoke. I can't even tell you how much we never spoke. Literally never.
Hopefully in high school, I will have much better luck with guys. Penelope's sister said that people in high school are much nicer than those in junior high. I hope that she's right, and I think that she is. At Sacred Heart, she was one of the least popular girls in school, but at Mary Lewis, everyone seems to love her. She's even got a really hot boyfriend. I hope that I turn out like her.
Oh.
It isn't that I'm unpopular or anything. I mean, I have plenty of friends, but everybody could always use more.
What'd you say, though? What'd she say? It isn't bad that what?
I'll start it over. It isn't that I'm unpopular or anything. I mean, I have plenty of friends, but everybody could always use more.
So sweet.
Is that the whole thing?
No. Speaking
How
of friends.
How did I have the time and energy?
Speaking of friends, Danielle's birthday party is tomorrow night, and Megan Lee's is on Saturday night. That should be fun. I'll write. I don't even know what to get them. I should really start my homework. I have a research paper due on Monday, and I haven't even started yet. I work better under pressure. I've got to go now.
Alex, the drug segment was truly the highlight of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
can you read what she said about drugs again? I just want to read the part. Yeah, that's truly the highlight of this diary. I think every entry we read needs a highlight, and that was truly the highlight of this entry, where you shame your future self if you ever do any drugs, including pot.
Especially pot. Pot was like the worst of them in my mind.
You're like, maybe I'll try meth, but definitely not pot.
His mom must be so upset to know that she has raised a child whose New Year's resolution is to try pot. Drugs are so stupid. If while reading this diary years from now, you have the knowledge that you have ever smoked or got into drugs, I want you to slap yourself. And this was written very clearly with parentheses, you meaning me, and myself. It's very directly you to you, Alex. You need to slap yourself.
Wow.
Listening to that dumb little idiot, that teenager.
People who do those kinds of things are so stupid.
Alex, you shamed you.
I shamed me from the past.
You know who wouldn't be proud of that?
Who?
Me.
God damn it.
Me wouldn't like you.
I almost don't know how to react to this diary entry. I don't know how to unpack this. There's so much in it. I was best friends with somebody who manipulated me into kissing the person I liked the least in front of the whole class. I convinced myself that days later, everybody had forgotten about it. I was also convinced that a person that I never spoke to was going to just ask me out of nowhere.
I was like that with boys.
And I had the time and energy after 5 hours of dance every weekday to come home and write 10 pages worth of a fucking diary entry.
Oh, could you imagine having that much energy today?
Just writing about my stupid day? No, I could not. Yeah. I literally couldn't.
That's like when sometimes I'll see like people that like will take phone calls and like really start asking small talk questions on the phone with people. And they'll be like, how's the weather over there? And like oh, the leaves start turning around in March over here. And I'm like, aren't you guys busy? I always feel like I gotta go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mostly every conversation that I have is about work. And then when it ends, if there's like any sense of like, let's just talk like friends for a minute. I'm like, I don't have the time. I'm sorry. Bye.
All right.
Yeah. I'm amazed right now. First of all, you can block things out of your memory like that. Like,
yeah, I'm so jealous that you still have your diaries. That's incredible.
Yeah, you got to keep your diaries. What you writing them for?
Well, the thing is, I couldn't trust my family. My family would read them, so I literally destroyed them all.
My family would never read them. But like, man, I guess every teenager is against drugs like that for a little while.
Yeah, for sure.
But the way that I always knew that I wanted to try drugs, like I lied to myself a lot in this diary.
That's interesting that you could see yourself lying to you.
Yeah, I lied about thinking that guy was good looking.
Right, because you for sure thought he was good looking, right?
For sure, since I was like 9, had a thing for him. Like, what does that say about me? Why did I need to lie to myself about that?
Right. Yeah, you were worried someone would find it. Francis, that's a good point.
Well, if I was so worried that somebody would find it, then why would I admit to kissing a guy who I hated? Or is that less embarrassing than actually liking somebody somehow?
I think that's what it is. It's less embarrassing.
I hated it. Like, it was disgusting. Like, having that as a genuine reaction as opposed to being like, I really liked it. I want it to happen again.
Right.
Is like, less embarrassing somehow.
I think so. I think that was the teenage logic behind that.
I mean,
from what
that was
I
a
see.
doozy. Frank, I know for a fact. Fun. I mean, I've given him these 2 diaries. I know for a fact that there is like some really bad stuff in there. Like, that was tame, and I'm still shaken by it.
Oh, I can't wait for future episodes.
Yeah, I figured I would start at the beginning, and that was definitely the juiciest one I found, starting from the beginning.
That's okay. Great.
I like that. We're gonna get to me being fingered for the first time eventually.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. I remember sending me and my friend Rachel. We had a notebook together, and we would have like code words in it. So like if we were smoking weed, we called it raspberries, but it was like always so obvious. We'd be like, so we went out back and we smoked some raspberries.
Oh, you smoked some raspberries.
It was always so dumb the way we did it. It was so obvious.
I mean, we had a stupid one as well. Like when we were drinking at each other's houses, we'd be like, do you want to braid tonight? Do you want to braid each other's hair tonight? Like we'd be like, we're going to go braid.
Right. But it's so dumb.
It's just dumb because at that age, nobody's sitting around braiding each other's hair. We should have used something more realistic. Like we're going to go skate or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Me and Emily got drunk the other night and we went on chat roulette. Remember chat roulette?
I can't believe that website is still standing. Who is funding chat roulette?
I don't know. Someone is though. But there's so many teenagers on there. And we got on and the teenage girls were so nice. And then we got bullied by like a few groups of them, and the mean ones were so mean and you recognized it.
What did they say to you?
Like the mean ones, like there is one where like usually when you come up, you both are like, and then you come up and it's like this and you go, hi. And the person goes, hi. You know what I mean? And like these 2 girls were like, hi. And me and Emily were like smiling because they're like 14. We're obviously not scared of them anymore. But we were like, what? We were like, you guys are so pretty. And they were like, thanks. And I was like, you guys seem like bitches. I was like, y'all seem rude. I was like, y'all seem rude as fuck. And they're like, you seem rude. And then nexted us.
Oh, that hurts for some reason.
Yeah. I was like, that was fucking. I was like, and then another group were like, ugly old bitches, you 40-old bitches. And then next to us, and me and Emily were like, oh, Like so fucking hurt.
That sounds like fun.
And it was so fun. We were on there for like 2 hours. We were dancing to people's acoustics. We were meeting people's animals. It was so great.
I mean, it really should be illegal the way that you could just expose yourself to a teenager on that website.
Yeah. We saw a lot of dicks. Oh my God. We came, well, and we would skip all the dicks, right? We'd be like, oh, next, and then this one guy
This one
dude, he had like it was just from the neck down, and like his dick wasn't out, but you could see it was huge in his pants. He had like gray sweatpants on. It was obviously like a hot black dude. And me and Emily both paused, and we are like, like I was like, had my finger on the next, but I didn't push it, and she wasn't telling me to push it. And Emily's like, he looks good. I was like, you look good. And like he did the thumbs up, and then he pulled his dick out, and it was the biggest, nicest dick I've ever seen in my life.
How long did you guys wait till next?
Wait for it. Then we were like watching him play with his dick for probably like 20 seconds, being like literally both of our faces were like this.
You were considering just masturbating next to each other?
Yes, we were both like, and we were like, and then I literally broke the silence, and I go, we have to see your face. Please show us your face. And then he pulled the camera up, and he was so fine. He was so hot, and he had like this really strong jawline. He was like jacking off. You could see him clenching his jaw and like staring us in the eyes. And me and Emily were like, we have to next you because this is going to get weird, but we love you. We were literally like communicating with him. Like we had to break up with him. We're like, we love you so much. Thank you.
Listen, it's nothing personal. It's not you. It's us.
We just can't right now. We weren't prepared for this kind of night together. So we got to go. We love you. We were trying to like hold it off. I was like, please come. I want to see it. And then we're like, we're nexting it now in like 5 seconds. Like I'm pushing it now. Here I go.
Here I go. See, my problem with a hot guy on chat roulette is that like, if you're so fucking hot, why are you out here on chat roulette?
I don't know. Me and Emily are hot, and we're out there on chat roulette.
I know, but like you said, there's just so many fucking teenagers on chat roulette. Like your odds of fucking exposing yourself to a teenager.
Well, I think that a lot of the times people aren't like completely naked when the people pop up.
Okay. So yeah, I guess that was his move. Maybe he always throws them pants back on out of respect for the kids.
Right.
That's actually the proper way to jerk off on chat roulette.
The proper jerk off etiquette.
I'm in love too now.
He had jerk off etiquette. Like that's for sure.
Yeah, he was a jerk off debutante.
He was so hot. I like thinking about him days later. I remember when he pulled the thing up, and I was like, do you live near LA? He started laughing. Because I was like, I'll find you. I'll let you do. I was like, I'll come find you, and I'll still let you do this for a living. We were having a full-on conversation. This dude was like jacking off the whole time.
I'm sure he got a kick out of you guys. I feel like very few people respond positively and have a full conversation with his masturbation.
Right. Yeah, it was it was crazy. We saw a lot of shit on there. A lot of shit. Some people are so sad and lonely, and then you don't want to talk to them, but you're like, oh, I'm just going to next you like everyone else does. I know that. And it puts a whole pressure on you.
And the longer you try to talk to them for, the worse it is when you next them. Like if you gave them 20 seconds, then you kind of got their hopes up.
Yeah.
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 You got to press that button,
There was one girl that was being so nice. She was asking all these questions, but I was so bored, but she like genuinely seemed interested. And in the middle of answering it, she nexted me. One of the questions I didn't even want to answer. It was like, bitch, I didn't want to be here for 10 minutes.
You're starting to get personal and really open up. And then as soon as like the first tear starts to come out of your eyes, she nexts you.
Yes. Yeah. She like really pulled it out of me. And then I was like, all right, I'll let her know.
Is that just what both go for training?
Yes.
Just training to be a bully with strangers on chat roulette.
Yeah. It's also such a good name for a website.
But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Such a good title. But yeah, it was fun. You should get back on there soon.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a fun friend like Emily or like you or somebody to
Oh shit. Why
I
don't you
don't know.
call
I
over
don't have
Penelope?
I just don't have a Sarah Wineshank here, and Penelope apparently made me kiss the guy I hated the most. So here we are.
All right, Alex is going off the rails. I think that's the end of our podcast. This was really fun.
And you know what? Come at us in the comments. Tell us the friendship's ending soon. I dare you. Tell me again.
Tell us our friendship's ending one more time, and we'll end our friendship. You guys, thank you so much for listening to another week of Broad Topics. This has been so much fun. If you haven't yet, go leave us a 5-star rating or review, share the podcast with a friend, check out the merch. Just do whatever you can to support if you like the podcast, because we love doing it for you. You can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Congdon. Alex, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar, and check out gasdigitalnetwork.com. Use promo code TOPIX for a 14-day free trial with access to every single episode of this show on demand, as well as every other show on the network. And since I'm putting myself out there for all of you, I request that if you have a diary entry that's extra juicy that you would like to be read on air, we can keep all the names out. Send it over to broadtopicspod@gmail.com, and you could be a guest entry on the diary of Alex Frank.
Yes. Please send in your diary entries. We want to hear your deepest, darkest diary entries.
I want to hear the juicy shit.
Me too. Me too. All right. We love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the support always. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.